Hello guys, how you doing today? I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you guys for watching my video and liking and subscribing to the channels. For those that are subscribing to the channel, I just want to say a big thank you to your support and I really appreciate that. With all that being said, into today's video, we'll be looking into a great opportunity that comes up last week. Robinhood announced their new IPO launch that was on Friday last week, and that's for Ventures Fund. And this brings another great opportunity into this very company. And this is a company that has a track record in terms of revenues every year. So they be doing pretty good, and it tells a lot of retail investors that they are good companies for you to, consider if you're looking into investing. So this is their official website. If you want to know more about the company, what the company do, this is the best place that you can get all the right information that you want about the company. Um, the company is a financial technology company that that lets retail investors to buy stocks, um, you know, cryptocurrencies and ETFs, to invest using their platform to like to invest or to trade. And if you come here, this is what they offer. They offer a lot of retirement funds like Roth IRA and all of those kind of um, options. So they give you a lot of informations and they give you a lot of opportunities for you to invest. If you don't want to invest through your company, then you can use this broker, as your investment, um, you know, broker. Like this is a broker that you can actually, deposit money and buy stocks and, invest using them because they're already a regulated stockbroker here in the United States. So this is their website. If you need more information, after this video, I'll drop a link. You can use the link to sign up and get free stock from them. And in today's video, as you can see right here, this is the news of today. This is the purpose of this video because now they've given a lot of retail investors the opportunity for them to invest into private companies, like companies that are not yet public. But now ventures have given a lot of, will give a lot of retail investors the opportunities for them to start buying some of these company stocks in a private market until they decide when they want to go, public. So Robinhood actually made this possible for retail investors. And this is another opportunity that is going to, bring a lot of opportunities to people looking into this company as a great place for them to invest. And this news alone is going to, affect their stock market in a very positive way. So if you're looking into investing in a long term, this is a company that you should be looking into. As you can see, they have option for cryptocurrency. And if you're into day trading, then they have option trading. If you trade daily, as an experienced trader, you understand or you know what option is. And with all that being said, um, I'm going to play a video that will give you more inside information. And places
Problems.
like
I think
these are places that would help you make good decisions in terms of investment. Because when you see headlines like this talking about Wall Street bullish on this company, this is an opportunity that to tell you that this is what big money are doing. This is what institutions are investing into. So we as retail investors, it gives us the those information in time and it helps you make good decisions so that way you can position yourself and know when to enter into this kind of trade. So I'm going to play this video and believe me, it's going to help you on the long run.
one of the biggest problems, I think the biggest problem in capital markets today is that retail investors don't have access to private companies. I think it's one of the greatest iniquities that is in the world of finance today. And what you're seeing is private companies raising capital and getting up to valuations in the hundreds of billions or more completely outside of public markets where normal people can get access to them. So the days of being able to buy an Amazon or a Microsoft and get in at valuations in the hundreds of millions, potentially see 1,000x or more return in the public markets if you're a retail investor, seem to be getting further and further away. And Robinhood Ventures really aims to solve that problem by opening up access to private companies for retail investors. And not just opening them, but I like to say blowing them off the hinges so that they can't be closed again. So it's going to be a long journey. It starts with the single first step of Robinhood Ventures Fund 1 going public on the NYSE. And we're contributing a seed portfolio with companies like Databricks.
So as you can see, these are opportunity, if you're looking into investment. As if you're new into investment and you're looking into a long-term play, this is not get in today and get rich tomorrow. It's a process because if you listen to my previous video, I told you guys for you to be able to invest, there's some discipline that you need to, have. And especially one of those discipline is for you to have patience because investment is all about patience. You cannot control the market. The market is going to do what the market is doing. All what you just need to do is for you to understand exactly what you're doing and you have better plans when you're getting into investment. So great news like this gives us opportunity like retail investors opportunities on what a lot of companies and institutions and especially for Wall Street being bullish on that. That's a big uh that's a big news. So if you're looking into a long-term investment, that alone is a good opportunity. And that brings a lot of opportunity into what I'm going to talk about when we go into the chat. And as you can see, it is another platform and it's very good for that's for research. It gives you more information on a lot of things that is happening inside of the company. As you can see here with Momo, you can deposit. This another broker where you can put money to buy stocks and trade crypto and options and all of that. And if you deposit money and you leave it there for 90 days, you get about I think about 8%, of whatever deposit you made. And when you sign up, after this video, I'm going to drop a link. If you sign up using my link, you know, you have the possibility to have free stocks within this very broker. As you can see, here on Friday, that was on the 6th of March, um, JP Morgan, they're still holding their rating on this very company code. So, and as you can see, uh, Goldman Sachs, price target on this company on Robinhood market to 109 from $111 by maintaining that buying rate. And some analysts inside are predicting the price of this stock to go up to 147, just like Morgan Stanley. So this is another platform that you can actually, learn how to navigate through them because they have a lot of resources that will help you, make good decisions when you're looking into investment. And another place for you to get you go to like Google Finance. These are places that has a lot of information. They report news. You can sign up into their website, you can create an account with them. And that way you can go on the live news and see, when they are live, they tell you what the market is, what is going on with the market currently. As you can see, Robinhood market right now, if you want to track record of, how successful the market has been doing so far, in 1 year, they've been up about, the stock price has been, is up $116. And if you compare them to Coinbase, Coinbase is another great broker that you can use to invest into cryptocurrency. And they recently started offering, their retail investors, to buy stocks. using Coinbase. So meaning even if if you want to buy stocks and you feel comfortable using Coinbase, Coinbase is another company because they both have gone through the security checks, with the government before, you know, giving retail investors, those trusts for people to invest into their company. So these are great source that you can actually come and have some great information because it's going to help you, you know, to make good decisions. And year till today, as you can see, we are down about about 31%. Coinbase is down 12%. 6 months, we are down 34%. Coinbase is down 34%. So these are the kind of companies, and if you're going into monthly, you can see Coinbase is up 17%, and we are still down 10%. But that's to show you that all of these are all opportunities that the market is giving you. So if we go into the chart right now, this is um this is a company stock. Currently, the company stock is trending at $77 per share. And this is a ventures fund that they launched, the IPO that they launched as of last week, Friday. And from my previous video, you know, I made a video about Cycle, a company that launched their that's the IPO at $60 and the price went all the way to $300. If you feel like you've missed out of that play, this is another opportunity for you to benefit from this company. And great news like this would make this company price goes up because now they've given a lot of retail investors the opportunity to start investing into private companies that are yet to come publicly, you know, that are yet to come public. And this gives a lot of people, if you're looking for retirement early, or if you want to, go out of this corporate plantation, 9 to 5, 9 to 5 job. These are great opportunities that if you have some savings, then, these are kind of opportunity that you can invest money for a long term and you're going to make money out of it. But like when it comes to investment, everything comes with risks. You need to know how much you're willing to lose and how much you're willing to, like you need to have a plan for you to be able to invest. For you to even get to this point, you need to have a plan. So opportunities like this will give Hood a lot of opportunity to go in price. And even with the IPO, at the current price right now is around $21. This can change a lot of things in terms of price. This can bring a lot of opportunity to a lot of people. So imagine getting into the stock at $21 and the stock price goes to like $300. That's a lot of percent that you're looking close to about 900%. That's a lot, or almost 1,000%. So this is a good opportunity that comes, and they just launched this IPO publicly that's on the 6th, which was on Friday last week, as you can see down here. This was on the 6th that they launched this project. And if you go to their website right here, you can start investing into private companies, before they even go to public. Your phone, right here and all of that, which when you go to the website, they'll show you how to, join and start buying stock from private market before they go public. So, back to this technical analysis. Let's go to the real company stocks on a weekly time, as you can see right here. Don't pay attention to all of this. I like to put notes on each of my technicals because it helps me know where I am, at the current price of the market, where to get in and where to get out. And as you can see on the weekly time, um, last year we have this kind of, from what I'm looking at the same pattern that we had last year. Last year, the market pulled back, and this was when Donald Trump became a president, you know, and a lot of changes came into the office, and the stock market was down, and everybody knows him. Whenever he comes into the office, the market would change. Like something must change, just like currently right now. But we are not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about opportunities. So I'm looking at the same play out, because the market is always going to repeat the same thing. And if you understand how the market works, then 9 out of 10 you can get into a good position before anything happens. So I'm looking at this same scenario here, because the market picked up as of last year, March, and within 6 months it went up almost about that's about 400%, from $30 price all the way to 100 and almost $155. So that's a lot of percentage. And if you're looking at this same strategy, I'm looking at the market playing the same thing, just like what happened last year. I'm looking at a correction at this level. As you can see, this is just giving us the same play. You know, if you want to look at it at the same, like just like what happened last year in April, I'm looking for the market to play the same thing, meaning at some point we're going to have a breakout of this level of this trend, and we're going to have a big move towards, a uptrend. But currently, this is where we are right now. So I'm believing that the market is going to play the same thing. So, and this is an opportunity for a lot of people that are new into investment. And if you're looking for a way to invest, this is a company that is going to make you money on a long term, because they are growing and they keep beating their revenue so far. So, and Wall Street like to see stuff like that, because a lot of people, investors would like to invest into a successful company. And this company so far, they are investing into a lot of stuff. And with the AI story right now, a lot of companies are investing into AI. And with this great news, this stock price could go, like, from where I'm looking at, from 12 months, from 7 months to, let's say, from 7 months to 12 months to a year. I'm looking at this stock price to go, or like to go back to retest the all-time high, which was around 150, almost 153, like $54. Then at some point, I believe we're gonna have some pullback towards towards 120 or $100 zone. Then from there we can push towards $200. But currently, if you go to on the daily time, as you can see right here, if you watch my second video, I said something about um I did a video about indication and correction, and exactly, and this is, this playing like this is about to play just like the video that I made, that I showed you guys what indication and correction looks like. Just like right here, we went on the sideways until we break the swing low, and we had a retest and continuation, on a downtrend. So as you can see right now, the same scenario can play, but this in this case, this is going to be on a uptrend, because of a lot of good news that the company is now introducing into retail investors, and a lot of institutions will jump into this to benefit from this news. So based on what I'm looking at, if you go into daily, as you can see here, um, let's go to 4 hours. The stock price dropped. That's because of a lot of stuff going on currently, with the war, with the oil price, with with inflation going high and all of that. So on the 4 hours, we are below the 200 moving average, which is this very red line right here that you're seeing. This is 200 moving average. And when the stock is below this 200 moving average, for me, it's an opportunity for, for whoever that feel like they've missed out, especially if the company is a good company. It's a good time for you to start, to start buying some fraction shares of those companies. So as you can see, we've been on a sideways, on a side movement for about 1 week on this very support zone. And that tells me that down here we have a lot of liquidity, meaning there, we have a lot of buyers sitting here to take this market back up because they don't want the price to come down more than where we are currently at $77 per share because the stock price went up from $30 all the way to $154. That's almost $154. And at that point, the stock price was already overbought. So people will start taking, profit. And at some point, we're going to have a pullback. And this is a pullback for a good deal. So some buyers, wants to, get in on a good deal, then play back up. So looking at, from what I'm looking at right now and coming into next week, which is tomorrow, if the market opens tomorrow by, by 4 a.m., we're going to have a pre-market and that's going to show us, okay, this is where we are currently, in the pre-market. So if we open below $77, that's going to be an opportunity for you to still get into this company stock on a better deal. And I'm looking at, if we have a bad news coming into next week about the war, if we still have a lot of strike going on, then we still have um, prices of oil still going up. Stuff like that, can actually and cause the market to even go more down. And if the market come down to retest this level of support at at $70, this will be a very good deal. But coming into next week, if we have any news, I'm looking at a bounce at $75, you know, from where we are currently at right now. So if we go into next week and we have a good news into the market, then I'm looking for the market to, you know, come down to retest this support zone, at $75. Then we have the possibility to push the market back up based on the current news right now, and with a lot of speculations and and a lot of news. As you can see, Wall Street is already bullish on this, so that means they've already positioned some money. These are institutions, these are places that they put billion, trillions of dollars into into this kind of opportunity. So you don't want to miss out because when they put those kind of money, that can shoot this price to almost $200. So if we have some good news, I'm looking at a bounce around $75. Then we could go back to retest, uh, $82. Then from $82, we have the possibility if we can hold that level, then we have the possibility to, to take this price towards, um, that's towards about $88. And if possible, we can retest $90, in price. And that's if we come into next week with good news, then I'm looking at a good opportunity for this price to reverse back up. But if we come into the market next week and we have bad data or a lot of bad news coming to the market, then then the next level that I'll be looking at to buy is gonna be at this level right here, which is gonna be at 70, dollars per share. This is gonna be a good level for me to, get into this stock because this will be a good, fair price for me. But at this very level, I've started, dollar cost average. I've started buying some fraction of these shares already. So, and one thing, excuse me, one thing I like about this company, you can actually use a mobile device to download their app, if you feel like, you're missing out, and the mobile app makes it flexible for you to actually buy, you know, by using your phone without having to rush back home or, so this is a good company with a lot of good things, So back to this. If we pull back towards the 70, this is going to be a good price for us to, like to get into this play for a long term. I'm not talking about in, in 2 days, 3 days, the price can go to $500, 200. No, this is a long term play, meaning after we're done with all of this old crisis, all this war, all this problem happening in the stock market and the global space, then the stock market is going to reverse. Just like I tell you, for last year, April, the stock market started reversing, and people started making money. I'm looking at the same scenario that played towards this year to repeat itself again this year. And that is at this very level where we are. But if we happen to break below this swing low, because what the market has been doing for the past 1 month, it keep creating swing highs and swing lows, swing highs and swing lows. Then finally we broke above this swing high. And with the bad job data that came out last week, that brought the stock price down, to where we currently are. But if for some reason we come down towards this level of 70, on this support zone and we break below it, then if we, you know, come back to retest this level, which this level of support is going to turn to resistance. And if we get a rejection towards this level at 70, or if we get rejection towards 73 or 75 level, then I can see this price coming down to retest 60, at price. I'm not predicting that we are coming down to 60, but these are some levels that you should be looking into. So in case if we come into next week and the market, then we have a good news, then I'm looking at a bounce towards here for us to, go on an uptrend to come and retest this level of resistance. And if possible, we have a continuation to, to come towards the 200 moving average to break. Then, and if we break towards the moving average on a daily time, that's a good indication that we are on a good, position to go on a, on on an uptrend. And if we can hold the price, around 24 hours to 48 hours after breaking above the 200 moving average, that would be a good buy. So, but coming into next week, these are the, possibilities that I'm seeing within this very company and with the news that they have currently right now. So these are the opportunities that I wanted to share with the family. So if you like the video, you can like and subscribe and, set notification. And I'll come back, with an update based on, the outcome of, what the market will do next week. But if we keep having data throughout, like bad news coming into the market throughout next week, and if it pushes, through, the week after this week, after the new week that we're about to get in, then I'm looking for the price to come towards this level of 60, But if not, if we have some good news coming in, then we could get a bounce here, within one of these days, in this week, but Monday will tell, because Monday opens the market and Tuesday is going to tell you, okay, which direction we are, where are we, it's going to give you a good information for you to position yourself. So this is what I wanted to bring, that's to the channel. So if you're looking for a good opportunity, this is, opportunity for a long term. And I'm looking for this stock to go up to almost $200. And this could take like 12 months. This could take like 7 months. This could take like 1 year, 2 years. So this is a long-term investment, you know. But if you're a swing trader and you just want to make money, based on your, experience, you can get in and get out, but that's not why we are here today. I'm just here to share this opportunity. So this alone is going to make the stock price of this company goes up. So I'm going to drop this company. I'm going to drop the link below. You can use the link and sign up and get free stuff. Thank you so much for listening and thank you for watching. And I really appreciate your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.